So once it falls below 25, you get a message generated. Yours should be 25.2. No, it shows 25.8. All right, Oleg. In that case, please press on. On this side, then? From this side? Yes. So I am disconnecting the connector on this side. So give me this fabric, this flap. It's in.
Олег, Денис, теперь отдыхаем.
Oleg, we're taking a break. And Oleg,
Напряжение скафандра.
what is the voltage for the suit? 25.6.
Олег.
Да.
Oleg?
Тумблер, основной насос включен или как?
Can you check your primary pump power switch and see if it's on or not? It's off because I'm conserving electricity. Copy.
Не перегревайся.
But make sure you don't overheat.
Нормально.
We usually get a message voltage low at 25 volts. However, that's very conservative. We still have a lot of margin. Oh, that makes sense. So, what's the biggest power consuming component of the Orlan-suit? I would probably guess it's the fan.
Примерно одинаковые. Вентиляторы стоят параллельно.
The fans are installed in parallel, so they're pretty much drawing equal power. Yeah, but for some reason it just rose to 25.7.
I have a message, voltage low. Oleg?
Да.
Yes?
По дисплею какое напряжение? Вот
on the display, what is the value of the voltage? You mentioned voltage is low, message flashed. The value is 24.8. Copy. This is after a pump has been turned on. Yes, we see the voltage fluctuation as you turn on and off that pump. Oleg, you need to go back towards MRM2. What happened? Oleg, can you translate across the arm? And what do I do after this? Then you have to go to the airlock. Oleg, you are going back to the airlock.
Помоги Олегу перескочить через манипулятор.
Denis, please assist Oleg as he translates across the arm. Okay, let us clean up at the work site, finish with the camera, and then we'll start translating. Okay, where do I put the tool? Put it in the crew log bag.
Олег, ты не переживай, иди спокойно, не волнуйся, все хорошо.
Oleg, please, do not worry. Everything is fine. You are okay. Oh, me? Worry? No way.
Денис, если сейчас не получается...
Oleg, Denis, if you are not able to stow handrails in the crew lock bag, leave them temp stowed and let Oleg start his translation. Okay, give us a couple of minutes. Oleg? Go ahead. What's the value of the voltage on the display? 23.7.
Это уже очень низкое напряжение. Тебе надо тебе срочно надо возвращаться.
Oleg, you must return to the airlock as soon as possible. Because if you lose power, it is not only the pump and the fan. You will lose comms. So you have to go back. I understand. Oleg, drop everything and go back.
This is Mission Control Houston, 2 hours, 17 minutes into today's spacewalk. Oleg Artemyev reporting a slight fluctuation in the voltage on his Orlan-Spacesuit. Russian flight controllers directed him to return to the Poisk airlock. Denis Matveyev is still outside conducting work in the installation of the second of two camera light unit elbow cameras on the European robotic arm, and will be standing by for further word from the Russian flight controllers on whether or not this voltage fluctuation has any impact on the rest of today's spacewalk.
The U.S. lights will continue operating. Oleg, this is Solovyov. Drop everything and start going back right away. Yes, yes. How copy? Copy. So, Oleg, go back and connect to station power. Yes, I copy. Vladimir Alexeyevich, I copy and understand. Immediate return to airlock. Yes, and connect to station power. Affirmative, connect to station power. Okay, Oleg, please start going back. Yes, in work. I'm already putting my legs across the arm. Okay, grab this. Okay, got it. Denis, you going to be okay without this ring?
This is Mission Control Houston, 2 hours, 20 minutes into the spacewalk. Just to reiterate, Oleg Artemyev, the Expedition 67 commander, working outside with Denis Matveyev on the installation of the second of two camera light unit elbow cameras on the European robotic arm, noted an unexpected fluctuation in the battery power in his Russian Orlan-Spacesuit, and he was directed by Russian flight controllers to return to the Poisk airlock to be put back on internal power from the International Space Station. The Russian flight controllers are assessing whether or not this will impact the spacewalk. Artemyev is in no danger whatsoever. He's very close to the Poisk airlock and will be re-entering the airlock momentarily.
You got plenty of time.
The two spacewalkers began their spacewalk today at 8:53 a.m. Central Time, 9:53 a.m. Eastern Time.
Oleg,
if we lose comm unexpectedly, select the use of injector if the fan goes off. Okay, will do. Stepped off the Strela. I'm at the EV hatch. I'm ready to ingress. Ingress the airlock and connect to the station power. Copy, ingressing. battery voltage 23.6. We copy, Oleg. Oleg, a reminder, once you connect to station power, activate ST1 power. Pump will continue operating. Switch to station power. Sublimator will continue operating. We will do the drying once Denis is back in the airlock.
Да, надо на этот самый, на Орлан солнечные батареи, чтобы можно было подзаряжать.
I think we need some solar panels on the Orlan so we can recharge during the EVA. As possible.
This is Mission Control Houston, almost 2.5 hours into today's spacewalk. Oleg Artemyev, the Expedition 67 commander, back inside the Poisk airlock, back on International Space Station power, following an unexpected fluctuation in the voltage, the battery voltage on his Orlan-Spacesuit. Denis Matveyev is approaching the airlock itself. We're waiting for further word from the Russian flight control team on how we will be proceeding today. Matveyev and Artemyev were in the process of wrapping up the installation of the second of two camera light unit elbow cameras on the European robotic arm when this unexpected drop in voltage was detected. Artemyev is not in any danger. He's back inside the safety of the airlock, back on International Space Station power.
Station power. In progress. Once electrical umbilical is connected, turn on Orlan 1 power on EVA support panel. We're not going to connect the cooling. Is still operating. Okay, Orlan 1 power is on the panel. Turning off the load and transitioning to station power. After I connected to the electrical umbilical, the voltage dropped to 20.
Cleaning up the work site at the moment.
We still see 23.2. Okay, then there was some sort of noise and it jumped to 26. Now it's 25.9. Your power switch is in auto? Affirmative.
This is Mission Control Houston. You're looking at a view from the helmet camera of Oleg Artemyev inside the Poisk airlock. He was directed to return to the airlock and place his suit on internal ISS power after experiencing an unexpected fluctuation in battery power for his Orlan suit about 20 minutes ago. Artemyev is in the safety of the airlock, never was in any danger. Denis Matveyev remains just outside of the airlock, waiting for further direction from the Russian mission control team in Korolyov as to how we may be proceeding with today's spacewalk.
I should be able to translate by the arm. Inaudible.
It has been almost an hour since Oleg Artemyev, the Expedition 67 commander, noted a drop in battery voltage for his Orlan-Spacesuit. He was directed by the Russian flight control team to return to the Poisk airlock. In the interim, the Russian flight controllers have been assessing the systems and the configuration of the European robotic arm that Artemyev and Denis Matveyev had been working on in the continuing outfitting of the European robotic arm. The crew was just informed that once the arm is placed into the proper configuration, it is in the process, as you see, of being maneuvered to the correct orientation for the completion of today's spacewalk. So we now will be terminating today's spacewalk early. Denis Matveyev will return to the airlock to join Artemyev, who is on station power hooked up to an umbilical inside the Poisk airlock. He was never in any danger during the period in which he detected the drop in voltage for his Orlan-Spacesuit. Made his way back into the airlock fairly rapidly, and Matveyev continued outside working on a few cleanup tasks, but the crew now has been told that today's spacewalk will end early. We'll be waiting for Matveyev to return to the airlock and for the hatch to be closed to mark the official end of today's excursion.